All right, well, Rob, it's been a very interesting week so far. We've made it to hump day and still another cold start, though, but I'm liking the sunshine we've been getting.
Yeah, and it's warmed things up in the afternoon a whole lot. Yesterday we saw 70 for a high. I think today we could get even a little bit warmer than that. We are certainly starting off still cold this morning. A lot of mid-30s around the region. Tomorrow morning it will be chilly again, just not as cool as it is this morning. And of course, this morning, not as cold as it was yesterday. So we're taking those little steps forward. I don't see a whole lot on the satellite radar composite screen. I don't expect we're going to find very much, not today, and probably not for most of tomorrow. We'll see if later in the day tomorrow we start to bring in some clouds. 34 degrees, though, at the Tallahassee airport. That is a cold start, even for the middle of February. Thomasville and Valdosta were 36 degrees. Also, cold numbers to get going. And you're going to see around the area, almost everybody between 34 and 37. Dothan's at 38. Apalachicola at 41. That's the warmest spot. Check out Blakely, where we're down to 32 this morning, way up Highway 27. So, got one spot down there freezing. On the satellite radar composite, there's not much going on across our little corner of the southeast. Widen out the view, and really not much for the eastern half of the country. Higher pressure, the big weather player, keeping things dry, keeping the skies clear. Now, as it moves a little bit more east and the winds start coming in on the backside of that high, we'll see if we can bring in enough moisture to give this boundary a little something to work with when it gets here early on Friday. If we do, then we can talk about a couple of scattered showers. Doesn't feel like we're looking at big rains. Doesn't feel like we're looking at big storms. We need to see a couple of things change if any of that was coming into play. But I think at this point, maybe some scattered showers for like the first half of Friday and then clearing. And with that clearing will come a little bit of cooling for the weekend, but we're not talking big steps back into the frosts and freezes here. So I think we're going to continue with this warming trend for the most part over the next week or so. On the Gulf, we've got pretty good conditions for a second straight day. Winds out of the northeast and east 5 to 12, so they're starting to shift. They'll shift more towards the east and southeast by tomorrow. The seas will run 2 feet or less, and we're talking mostly smooth in the protected waters. 30s and 40s this morning. It's definitely chilly out there. The sun will be up officially at 7:12. This afternoon, I think we've got a pretty good chance to get to the low 70s, 71, 72, 73, all pretty much within range. We'll call it sunny. We'll call it mild, like 69 is normal for a daytime high this time of the year. Overnight tonight, we'll keep it closer to 40. There likely will be a few spots that dip into the upper 30s, so still mostly clear, still pretty cool. And here's that extended forecast where I think we could see those daytime temperatures perk up a little bit more each of the next few days. No reason we couldn't get to the mid-70s tomorrow and maybe on Friday too, depending on how long it takes for that boundary to clear and what kind of showers we get. At this point, the shower chances 40 or 50%. Not widespread, everybody gets wet rain, not all day soakers. Now the other side of that boundary, the air just a touch cooler. Maybe Saturday we keep it in the upper 60s for highs, and Sunday morning we could find a few more spots closer to 40 like I expect we'll find tomorrow. But things do look like they want to warm up a bit more as we move through next week.